This movie tells a story of Santa Claus, who's going missing. His head of security, Cal, has to work together with a renegade hacker named Jack O'Malley to find the kidnapper and save Santa, with less than a day until Christmas. The concept is not bad, but it's all about the execution, and that's where the movie falters so very badly. The movie piles on so many ideas into the premise that it just gets far more complicated than it need be. The movie tries to be many things. Sometimes it's an action thriller movie, another time it's a buddy comedy, or a Christmas fairy tale, or a family drama. The way it tries to mix and match with different elements may have been ambitious, but the execution tells the story otherwise. The movie also wants to cram in some attempted poignant father and son drama moments between Jack and his estranged teenage son, but it all feels heavy-handed. The story is underbaked and the script is dull, full of needless exposition about everything happening, complete with a sappy groan-worthy ending. This movie is really familiar. It's a new movie that feels like something you've already seen. It's filled with elements that are reminiscent of better movies without ever bothering to follow through on what it's aping. This is a film that aims for mythological intrigue and rollicking adventure, but lands more often in lead-footed bloat, suitably accompanied by its hyperventilating score. It's always busy, but seldom fun. The world feels tiresome, as the fantasy environments lacks appeal and only add minimal amusement. The movie darts from Philadelphia to Aruba to Bavaria to the Arctic, but doesn't look like it takes place anywhere in particular. There are shots of our heroes magically transport themselves halfway around the globe by way of portals that connect the world's toy stores, that makes it feel like they're really just stumbling around a back lot. Most of the movie feels like a chore, watching this visually horrid genre mishmash. The action is weightless while lacking the propulsive thrills, tension, and excitement. The CGI is some of the worst for a big-budget Hollywood blockbuster this year. Action scenes that involve heavy CGI in dark or dimly lit settings are incomprehensible to the point they look like a pixelated mess. Even the daylight CG heavy fight scene on the beach, between characters, looks awkwardly out of place. The biggest problem with this movie is that it isn't even remotely funny. The comedy falls flat, and there's much unfunny banter between characters. What could have been a potential buddy comedy chemistry between Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans is sadly botched with a surprising lack of chemistry. The contrast between these two mismatched partners is supposed to give them the chance to play off each other, but it's not helping with Johnson spending most of the time looking monotonous. Evans tries his best to enliven his character, but he can only do so much with the witless dialogue. The performance from the cast is generally mediocre. Nobody comes out of this unscathed, as either the performance is subpar, or they're wasted in roles that don't give them very much to do. There are many product placements from toy companies that only alluding more to the capitalist imperatives that drove the project in the first place, and that could lead to myriad other cynical tie-ins to those toy giants' own upcoming franchise movie plans. Overall, this movie is rather a mess. It's basically an overproduced and convoluted action fest that piles on so many ideas and visual effects that it becomes intolerable, even to the point of being almost unwatchable. It's not worth to spend time to watch this. We do not recommend this movie at all.